Hi, welcome to Through the Detours podcast by Wendy Lois. My tribe, I see you. Thank you for coming back again. And if you're new in this space, oh wow. This is a space where we give positive vibrations, where we have triggering, raw, real, authentic conversations. In this space, we just try to make life a lot lighter by having the conversations of what I have said. And being real, raw, and authentic, I want to really appreciate first the real and the raw ones that have come and given us feedback, and we appreciate you because then you help us grow this community, and together we just journey through, and I love how we are just learning from each other. And I want to talk about one of the toughest things that I have grown through in this year 2023. By now we are winding down. If your resolutions didn't manifest, I'm sure you have learned of ways that you can go through the detours and make it better. And personally, as I wind down this year, there's a lot to be grateful for. And there has been a lot that I have learned from. And the biggest of them all has to be forgiveness. I think I am one person who used to hold on very dearly. And I don't even know if dearly is the right word to use, but I used to hold on to things. I think that's the right way to put it out there. And this is in both negative and positive lights. And I just talking about it and thinking back makes me shake because I have journeyed through the last couple of years with a lot of guilt and burden in my heart. And this is because of the things I refused to let go of. I hung on to pain that I had gone through. And so let me put this into context and share, right? About 3 years ago, I had a fight at home. Looking back, it was all for a greater good because it was just a difference in thoughts and lights and how the perspective of things. And that even shaped my ability to have this podcast because that fight drew me through the mud and pained me and broke me and it messed me up. But I came to realize it was not the fight that really messed me up. It was my immaturity that made me hold on to the pain and the hurt that I had gone through. Verbally, we talked about forgiveness, but practically, I held on to so much pain. And you know what I started doing? I started projecting. And so projecting is when you refuse to let go of the feelings inside of you and you start posing them on the other parties. And so therefore, for a very long time, anything the other parties would do for me would be reflected and received with negative energy, even when it was all good and positive. And I went on and on with it, on and on with it. And of course, this took me to substance abuse, because now I was in that rebellion and holding on to the hurt and to the pain. I needed to find an outlet for it. And the reason why I share this is because many of us get to situations where there's brokenness, but we try to find our healing from external energies and forces, not knowing that the person who can truly heal your wounds is you. The person who can truly heal your pain is you. And so I went on and on with this, holding on to this pain. And I remember for some time, this pain was my identity. That for anyone who cared to listen, I would go all out and speak of how it was so painful, how it was so breaking, how it was. And those were dark moments. But 2023 brought me the true revelation of the power of healing. And the healing has to start from within. And that healing starts when you have the power to release and let go of all that you have been holding on to. That could be my painful story. And we all go through rough patches that really impact us. Loss of a loved one, loss of a job, you name it, toxic relationship, failure in school and all that. But when we harbor this pain and this guilt, some of us, it's the things we have done as individuals that took or set us back. And we have never found the truth of letting go of all this pain that we are harboring and all the negativity that comes with it. And you know, when you harbor onto this kind of guilt and pain, what happens is you start bleeding onto people who didn't cut you. You have this identity of pain, and therefore it starts impacting even the relationships around you and the people who surround you, and you start bleeding onto people who had nothing or were nowhere around you when this particular thing happened. This particular thing could be anything to you. And this year taught me true liberation comes from letting go. Is it easy? No, it's not. Is it worth it? Absolutely it is. And it's almost like you're one decision away from making things better for yourself. You're one decision away from being healthy again. You're one decision away from having light where there was darkness. And that decision is letting go of the pain, letting go of the hurt. For me, forgiveness looks like a word, but it's a culmination of so many actions that brings you to a place where you say, now I have forgiven and I have let it go. I still have a few fragments of pain here and there because it's like a scar. It takes time to go away. But I'm glad that I'm in a space where I am journeying towards being free, getting the liberation, it feels good already because I stopped projecting and I could confidently now share spaces where there's true joy. Especially with social media, very many of us smile on the outside, and that was me for quite a long time. But every time I would be in solitude, it was dark. It was bad, to say the least. But 2023 has taught me forgiveness works, and it's the most liberating thing that anyone would pour into themselves, and that sets you free, and it puts you on a different path and a different trajectory. And once you master that art, then you can apply it all across. And we said it is like when you're on your fitness journey or whatever, once you exercise the muscle and then you're getting into shape, it becomes a part of you. And that is what forgiveness does. Once you master the art of letting go and finding the true peace in true forgiveness, then it becomes your DNA moving forward, that you're able to let go, you're able to deal with things in a time frame that allows you to not hold on to those grudges a lot. It's toxic. Was I toxic? Yes, I was. But this year brought me the freedom and the liberation that forgiveness brings. And I can only wish that to everyone, even my worst enemy. So therefore, we breed a healthy environment for positive growth. I just realized we can have all the talk about the positive energy that we want to share, but this toxic trait of guilt and unforgiveness is a disease that kills most of us, if not all of us. That's a part of my truth, and it liberates me to share it in this platform where I love. Free yourself, forgive and let go. Easier said than done, but a step at a time, and surely and steadily your liberation is coming. Thank you.